Gonna finish this muffin. Tyler, your sex tape. Hey guys, Alabama, Asalama, looking hot there in the background. A backcountry road, same road, other direction. And we are at Cascade Beach Rec Site, as you can see behind me there. Feels like it's been a while since we spent any time together backcountry, so I figured since I'm coming back here anyway, I might as well get the camera going. So we're gonna head down to the water line. I don't know how much you can see at this point. And we're gonna head down this little trail right here. I have been working for the last little while on and off on feature film that's being shot in my composure somewhat regained. I've been working for the past little while on and off sporadically on a feature film that's being shot in Kelowna, where I live, here in British Columbia, Canada. This is British Columbia, Canada. When I do have time off, as you're well aware, I'm assuming, what I like to try and do is pretty much exactly what we're doing right now. Whoa! And get backcountry into a bit of this. Do a bit of fishing. I brought some food with me that I picked up in the nearby town of Lumby, British Columbia. Flip-flops are not the best choice for this this trail here. It's a bit of an outing for flip-flops. As I lose traction. Oh, there's the view. This is why I do what I do backcountry. I'll show you in a second. Cascade Beach Rec Site. So there's the net. There's the view, part of it. And we go. Oh, there's people down that way. So I'm not entirely isolated. The sense isn't of one of isolation entirely here. I'm a little tired, so I'm gonna seem a little punchy throughout this. So let's get the rod set up and cast a few. I assume you can see that thing coming in there. Yeah, you must be able to get that. There is neurological benefit to going barefoot. Is a hot dog that I got from the snack shack in Lumby, British Columbia. Bon appetit. Mm-hmm. Things taste better when you're outdoors backcountry. Taste better, feel better, sound better, are better. Of late, a positive development. Never really been a big swimmer guy. Acute hydrophobia from early childhood for reasons you do not want to know. But like all phobias, you can't let it own you. You need to kick that fear right in the teeth. So, I've been doing that. I have been hopping in the lake in Kelowna when the opportunity arises. And it's never really been a part of my lifestyle. Just to be able to, you know, get down your bathing suit and run and jump in the lake. But I've been doing it lately. It's really, really refreshing, really enjoyable. Especially we had the worst of our heat just recently. A lot of people got a little bit sick from it, I think. It does kind of do you in when it's above 40 for extended periods like that. Anyway, the lake enjoyment has been a part of recent lifestyle developments, and I'm probably, I would guess, going to be enjoying that again today before we get out of here. All of these shiny baubles, these rocks and stones here, have been catching my attention. There's an infinite number and variety of color patterns on display here amongst these stones. So we're gonna maintain focus on other aspects of our day and not get sidetracked by that. Grand Central back here. Constant activity. Never stops. The only negative, really, like real negative here, is there's wasp activity, and that's like it can become a concern in this area, depending on the type, number. There's a few things that go on, but it's not just horseflies or whatever, mosquitoes. It's an insect that can do you grief. And I've got about 4 of them buzzing around my materials here right now. All good. I'm going to leave you with this view for a little while and go just up here out of frame a bit with my lovely shirt off. And at this point, you don't need to see that. Feeling the effects of the beneficial effects of being back here today for certain. The lapping of the waves beyond the pilot in training over here. Whatever beneficial scenario happens when your feet are in direct contact with the earth, the ground in any capacity, feeling that. Very fresh air. I don't know that you're going to get much fresher than this on Earth for air quality. The sense of being back immersed in nature. I've got not quite old growth forest behind me, but these are some big old trees. As far as the eye can see, that was a ladybug that I just twacked off. I feel bad about that because you kind of want to go easy on the ladybugs. But as I mentioned, there is a bit of a wasp thing in this area right now. It happens at the peak of summer, and then very quickly an issue of that sort. Heads or tails, here we go. Call it. I guess tails, I don't know. You win. So I'm gonna get back to the beneficial fishing while we watch this guy fly in circles. I've got a muffin with a couple of butters. It's kind of my daily go-to. I'm gonna cut back on that, I think. It's not your best daily go-to for a pleasure ritual treat. You know what? Okay. I'll give you a bit of a show and then we'll get back to the fish. Watch. Five. Not bad. This cast. In this beautiful backcountry of British Columbia, Canada. Say it with me. You knew I was a thespian when you married me. Haven't done this yet. That's what I'm going with. I don't think I've ever caught one with this one yet. Until now. Even after so many times coming backcountry like this to enjoy exactly this. A day of fishing in solitude with fresh air, a little bit of food. I still acknowledge how fortunate I am to be able to do this. Today's busy by the standards of this area. There's a lot of activity going on. It's a funny thing because when it's quieter back here, if there's any kind of noise, sound in your proximity, you pay attention to that. It's not necessarily a concern, but you pay attention because it could be something that you need to address. But today there's so much going on. Like I keep hearing things over here, I keep hearing things over here that it almost dulls your awareness level that way because there's so much activity in this area. Again, though, come on, guys. No, I'm an hour and a bit from where I live in the city. I live like right in the city of Kelowna, kind of a salty area to be honest, and it's not that well. No, it's more. It's an hour and a half. Let's say an hour and a half to get here. We've done it often, and hopefully we'll keep doing it often. I'm trying to keep camera focused, but the rocks keep drawing my attention. They're so beautiful and shiny and such variety of them. So yeah, I've got a wasp in the bag. Gonna finish this muffin. Title your sex tape. There's a forest fire ban in effect in this area. For very good reason. Still at it. Lucky guy. Lucky guy. I'm gonna get some sun on this fat body of mine. I'll get back to you. Not quite done for the day, but winding down. Maybe a year ago or so, I got into graphic novels. If you're not aware, it's basically really high-end comic books. The artwork is incredible in some of them, and the storylines are equally incredible. And it's a great genre, great escape, great diversion. And I brought my my main creative notebook with me as well. because I know what the next screenplay is going to be after the one I'm currently typing up. And then I've got some notes that I'm making for what seems like it's going to be the one after that. I just got a great shot here, guys. Let me turn this around. It was a great day. What happens is I have a certain number of fishing lures in my tackle box, and I go through as many of them as possible while fishing. I cast a few times with each and every one of them, sometimes doubling up, sometimes not. I don't think I'm done for the day as far as shots go. I think I'm going to be stopping at somewhere up the road anyway. So not much of a jaunt. We go up there. You can almost see the road. I can see the road through the trees up there. It's not far. And we'll give a quick goodbye to the lake. Mabel Lake, this is called. It's a great spot. It feels new every time I come back here. And lately I've been working more than I have in the past, so I don't have the opportunity to do so quite as much. But even when I'm coming back to these different spots back here with relative frequency, each time I do, it feels new, and that's a great thing. There's certainly no lack of opportunity to come back here and enjoy what you see behind me there, or some fishing or whatever you're into. You turn this around, then turn this off, because you don't need to hear me panting up this hill. Back up at the car, and never noticed this before, but it looks like there are trails that go up that way across the road where you make your way down to the Cascade Beach Rec Site. So at some point, not today, but at some point, we'll definitely try and go and explore up that way and see if there's kind of calling to me right now. I don't think so though. I think another day. Go hike up that way and see what's going on. I'm sure the view gets really interesting back there. Sorry about the framing. I'm a little tired. So probably get a couple more shots, but if not, thank you so much for watching, guys. Always a pleasure having you guys along for a backcountry bliss kind of a day like we just had. It was really, really, really therapeutic. And I wasn't in an awful space when I got here by any means, but I'm certainly in a better space now. So never know when we'll do this again, but I'll probably see you in a few days. So we were just fishing up that road, I don't know, 15 minutes or so. Get more of this backcountry rural gorgeousness. Alabama, old log cabin here. This is Pig City, pasture raised farm operation here in Lumby. What they do is this thing here. I'm gonna make sure I show you this. They have things for sale in their spot here. And what you do is you grab whatever you're gonna buy, if I buy anything, and then you leave the money in their thing here. So let's see. The bacon is above. Peanut butter, ice cream cups. Ooh la 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 la. Sausage. A gros sausage. That's $12. I don't have that. I didn't. Bacon's 15. Those things are 5. See what the hell? Oh, here we go. This is more like it. Pizzas for 10. Cookies 5. Beverage. And 12 for hot dogs. 12. What's this? 15. I don't have much. I've got like some change on me and a $5 bill. So what's this? Chocolate or salted caramel chocolate chip cookie bars. You killing me, guys? You're trying to kill me. I don't see what the eggs are. The eggs are $6, which is highly reasonable. I'm gonna go with cookies. And oh, by the way, this is absolutely worth mentioning. We have Bella's Creations. Hi, I'm Bella. I'm 9 years old and love creating things to share with people. Hope you enjoy my creations as much as I love making them. And she's got her jewelry and her necklaces and whatnot here for sale. So little 9-year-old Bella is an entrepreneur. Gotta love that. So if you're coming back to these areas, backcountry guys, bring a little bit of cash so you can stop at these various places and make a purchase. These things, similar things like this, are set up all along this area. I can't even speak right now, so I'm tired. Beside the highway, you see similar circumstances. Maybe not quite as big as this one with the open sign and everything going. Normally it's just eggs or pepperettes or something. For sale. Let's carry on. Alabama's looking to rip. 8.6. Really good. Let's carry on.